Hey, what's up everybody? T Squared here, and today is May 6th, so we are 2 days away from the HCS Pro League Summer Qualifier. Now, HCS is the Halo Championship Series if you're new, and if you already know what's going on, then I don't have to explain to you what the groups are, but we are going to get into predictions in a second. But Group A, we have Enigma 6, Optic Gaming, Renegades, and Denial. And then in Group B, there's Allegiance, Liquid, Envious, and Soul Red. Now, in that Group A, E6, Optic, Renegades, Denial, it's going to be really, really hard for Denial to make it out of there because that's Ogre 2, Arcanum, Nemesis, and Seduce. Mainly not because of the players, it's just that the players haven't really had enough time to gel together. There hasn't been enough practice compared to Renegades, Optic, and E6. Optic's still a fairly new team getting used to Straight Sick, but Straight Sick, already knows the game really well and already knows how his teammates play, so he's a really good plug and play player for them. Maybe the best pickup that they could have had. And then Renegades is still looking really strong as well, but E6 has been coming out really hot online after not looking so hot in packs, and we thought our pool was going to be one of the easier pools, but it ended up being a pretty tough pool all in all because E6 really stepped up their game. I think that we could have possibly taken a game from them, maybe two, and maybe even gotten some momentum and taken the series. But we'll see how they perform on land. I'm going to have to give this to Optic and to Renegades for Group A to make it out. And then in Group B, there's Soul Red, Envious, Team Liquid, and Allegiance. I'm going to have to say that Soul Red's going to have another tough time making it out, just like Denial is here, because, again, they're just going against competition that has been together for a while. Envious already a tournament under their belt, after PAX looking really good. Team Liquid has been together for a while, and then Team Allegiance, Ryan was playing at a really high level. So it's going to be a toss-up between Allegiance, Liquid, and Envy who makes it out. I'm going to give it to Oh, man, I'm going to give this one to Allegiance and to Envy, but that's the predictable pick. I think that Liquid could definitely go in there, and it could be Allegiance Liquid, it could be Liquid Envy. I don't know, but I would be really, really surprised. I'd give, Denial and Soul maybe a 10 to 15% chance of making it out of there just because of it's a really tough group for them, and as you know, it's important to stick together as a team and kind of, well, you may not know that, but if you watched my last video, you may have picked up on how important I think that it is to stick together as a team and to work throughout your problems and to, at least learn from one another on how everybody could be better. I don't think that replacing one player is going to do something that drastically, but then again, Straight Sick is, taking over Flamesword's spot and Optics kind of shot through the roof. So that technically, I technically could be wrong. You never know. But to me, I think the key to a successful team is to grind it out and to stick together. And I think that the teams that do have that core, because even though Straight Stick is coming in, there's already been a core play style on how they should play the game together. They've already talked about a lot of strats. Now Straight Stick can just go in there and just apply what he knows and help them out, and it's a solid pickup for them. So I think that they make it out. I think Renegades makes it out. E6 could surprise there. And then I think Allegiance and Envy make it out there. Team Liquid again. That's a really tough call in Group B as well. So it's going to be really entertaining. I'm stoked to see that, and I'm so stoked that I didn't even click the gameplay for you guys to watch. So this video is going to be a little bit longer. Let's kill two birds in one stone, and let's talk a little bit about what's happened between my last video and this video that we're currently watching right now. Now this video right here is against Ogre 2's team. This is against Denial, and the series when we played them, I can't quite recall. I do remember it was like 5-2 or something like that, and this is one of the games that we lost. Again, I was plugged in mid-series here, so they were playing with Prototype, and they ended up going with Prototype in the long run. I was plugged in on no warm-up at like 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, 10 Pacific, after watching the games, and then they're like, oh, by the way, it's your turn to try out. And I'm like, oh, okay, do I get to shoot anything? No, you don't. So in my opinion, that's not really a fair tryout, but one of the things that people didn't realize while this was going on was that there was 3 people that were being tried out for this team. Munoz, who ended up going to Soul Red, and then also Prototype. Like I said, they ended up going with Prototype, but they originally wanted Munoz. Valkated ended up not being on Soul Red very last minute. I don't know if this was planned or not, but pretty much it's like 11:55, and no one still knows what team everyone's going to be on. So it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. It's completely stressful, and it kind of does affect the quality of Halo. So all in all, what ended up happening was they ended up going with Prototype here, and Lifestyle didn't show up to the tournament. Now, why didn't it show up? I don't know. He released a statement and stuff like that. But in my opinion, if I'm making these videos so I can share my experience with you guys, and also so we can just help better the system as a whole. Because this is the first HCS Pro League, I want to see the rules, continue to get better for the players, for the people watching. So it's just as competitive and balanced as possible. Maybe it's the Libra in me, and maybe I just really care about this stuff. So. To me, going back to Lifestyle, I feel like the right thing to do is to do a whole season-long ban, whether that's in this whole first season or not. I think it should be for the entire year. That's what other major leagues do. I think it's a huge offense not showing up and letting your teammates down when, there's other people that really wanted that spot, that could have been on that team, that could have made it into this tournament this weekend potentially. I know Blakers, Chaser, Prototype, all, people that, care so much about this and put so much time in, they want to win. So, it sucks when someone doesn't show up because they don't think they're confident enough in their team that they can make it, while the other guys, that's solely what they care about, is making it in. So it's a bummer to see stuff like that happen. Unless there's a good reason, then I think that there needs to be some sort of justification in order to not receive a ban. Otherwise, in my opinion, I would do some sort of, manhammer right there. And I'm sorry to say it, I think Gary seems like a cool guy. But you're really leaving 3 other cool guys out there to dry. And now they're stuck scrambling for, 2 more, and some people, may want to quit after some stuff like that happens. So it's really game changing when stuff like that happens, and it's really bummer to see stuff like that happen. Now, going back to how my team was formed, the team that we had was Rami, Shazam, and Domi, with myself, of course. And we were looking pretty good. In scrims, we beat the team that had Prototype on it there with this team here. And that was 3-2. And then I believe we took on Anarchy's team as well. And then played horribly come tournament day. And I think a lot of that was having to do with how I played. I think I could have played a lot better. I think that I spent way too much time and didn't get any sleep that night just worrying about everything because I never teamed with these guys before. I was just constantly going over film, telling them how I would like to see us playing, just going over strategy and stuff like that instead of just worrying about what I could potentially be doing. So that's a tip for everybody else to kind of pick up on. It's really important to kind of worry about yourself, but at the same time, I know what it's going to take for a team to get into the top 8 here and make it into the tournament, and I didn't think, without me going over these things and bringing the, individual plays up and team things that we could be doing, that we would make it in, if that makes sense. So that's where a lot of my time went. Now all of that may just go down the drain because I know just people are going to see the stats of what happened, and then team offers are going to come in, and these teams that don't make it in over this weekend on May 8th are going to be coming for the players on my team as well, and it's just going to be a crazy situation again. And, I don't think there's going to be very minor changes in the rules that would help fix it. I'm going to keep my eye out for what that could potentially be, but to me it seems like ESL is doing their best that they could in preventing these things from happening. But the players are just so ruthless and just want to win so bad, and they think that not practicing as a team is just the way to go, and just forming a random team is going to work. So hopefully that changes and people kind of open up their eyes to what it takes to make a successful team. Because when you look at the teams that are kind of making it out, they've had the core of their team for a while now, and those are going to be the teams that continue to succeed. So unless people go out there and form their own cores and start doing their own things, you're going to continue to see the same teams, over and over again. And with the format only being 8 teams making it in, there's going to be a lot of people. I know I saw Posey and a lot of other pros out there just like, hey, there needs to be 10, 12 teams. I agree. I think that there's a lot of room for more competition out there. I'm looking forward to see what happens with the Challenger League and to see what they're bringing to the table there. But being in the Challenger League, it's like, you want to kind of be in the Pro League anyway. So we'll see how it goes. That's kind of a take on what I think should, happen in this Pro League to see it kind of kick off a little bit more and be a little bit more successful. Um, those are my predictions as well. It could go any way, and good luck to all the teams, and thank you guys for watching and supporting. And make sure to watch the tournament this weekend so we can keep Halo going and bring it back to where it should be. All right, guys, peace.